Good morning, welcome to Morning Outlook. This is Kim speaking on Wednesday, the 28th of October. So, starting off looking at what news events are coming out today, well, we do have we had the Australian inflation data coming out, which was a bit of a mixed bag there. Inflation coming out slightly higher than expected. And seen as goodness. Well, I suppose it is goodness when everywhere else it's dropping back a little bit or fluctuating somewhat. Okay, so that's the Australian dollar. Aside of that, we've got Bank of today. We've got the Bank of Canada's monetary policy report statement, etc. at 2 p.m. Normally at 3, but of course the hour difference up until this weekend, and at 3:15 the Bank of Canada's press conference. Quite honestly, I don't think we'll see too much change there. It's been the darling of currencies in a sense, a bit the Canadian dollar. We've seen a lot of money going into bonds in Canada. So it'll be interesting to see what the outcome of that is. But anyway, let's have a look at the technicals. And starting off looking at the euro dollar, and it's not too far off. I'm just going to push into a little bit so you can see it's not quite into this trend line again. It's pretty close to it though. Traders may start, it's got into the 34 and everything else, but that is it. That key trend line has been moved now a number of times because I popped it through. I moved it from this point here to this point here, and at some point you've got to just think, well, actually it's just walking sideways out of what was the trend anyway. It's just going pretty much sideways, this market at the moment. Looking at the lower time frames, 4 hours here, lower highs just really persisting, and it really is a softish market at the moment. It seems that if we're looking at things, risk is definitely off leading into next week, and I think this may just become more and more obvious as we go through the week and into next week. We might see a bit of continuation here, just money running to the safety of the dollar, with any retracements or any sizable retracements may be giving us opportunities to sell in, but we'll see. For now, this is certainly looking soft. Not too sure where it's going from here. It's RSI divergence there, bit of not really. Yeah, a bit of RSI divergence, but it's ugly. Real ugly price action there on the euro pound. Well, the pound yesterday actually put a little up bar there. Now the pound is always the one that's got the potential surprises, particularly if anything Brexit comes out. Dare I say that word again? But at the moment, realistically, 4-hourly picture, the daily picture, obviously, just coming back to that, looking actually still in an upward trend there, in the sense of it had put higher lows in. That big move last week helped and confirm that higher low, and technically it's still pushing up there. Shorter time, again, it's doing its best to put in higher lows. In fact, it did. It's just put a higher low in there yesterday there as well, and trying to push up. So it's doing all the things. I wouldn't say the right things. And when you come down to the hourlies, and really it looks a bit soft at the moment. Maybe if it gets back down towards this 130 area, it becomes a sort of a buy opportunity again. But it's certainly been protected around that sort of area. We've got buyers coming in at that level, seeing maybe opportunities. But the more I look at this, and you look at it on the this lower time frame here, and it's hardly convincing for the upside, is it? With each retracement up back to that sort of 30-80 area, finding resistance there, or I say both times it's got up there, it's found resistance, so it's struggling as well. Dolly Yen, I don't even know why I'm really looking at this, apart from that you can just see the money running to safety here. The yen's seen as a safety net, but this may at some stage, we've seen it every time it gets down to this 104 area, we've seen it catching the sort of the buying side on the dollar. So we'll see. It might just take a bit of a reversal around there. There may be whispers of intervention again by the Bank of Japan, so we just need to watch out for that, and it might give us a kicker on at some stage, but looking soft anyway at the moment. Okay, Aussie dollar. Aussie dollar, really this is a very difficult market to read on the shorter time frames, and I was looking at it a moment ago. I mean, you look at the 4-hourly, it sums it up pretty well. Just running into its 4-hourly 200 almost, not quite got into it, and it's taken another roll there, and it's really bitty ranging. If you like trading ranges, this is giving you some ranges to head for. Maybe it will just roll back towards the sort of lower levels here, about 71.16ish, maybe even more. But I hate markets like that personally. Want a bit more of a trend looking thing. Canadian dollar, well, we got the news out later. It's trying its best in the shorter time frames. It's put a higher low in. Here we go, 4-hourly, higher lows coming through here. May still have more in this on the bigger range. As I said, there's some big money that's gone into the Canadian dollar in terms of bond buying, but well, that could be smashed out a little bit here just by the threat by the US dollar being bought in risk. Okay, higher lows here. It's just really looking like it's got further upside. New Zealand dollar choppy as anything, trying to push up there. This is the currency that's remaining slightly stronger than some of the others. It's done pretty well, although currently selling off here. It's been the sort of darling of currencies. It certainly was for me yesterday, as it beat off the Aussie dollar, the Aussie New Zealand here. Been waiting for this, mentioned it last week here. It just finally got into its 200 down here, target wise, but it's maybe catching a bit more reversal. This Aussie New Zealand dollar now, so just looking at the crosses, has got a daily pivot, weekly pivot above, which could be still seen as a draw. It's through its daily pivot and looking like it could, as I say, continue pushing up there. Anyway, there I am going across these cross pairs. I'm going to go through in our trading room later. Just a reminder, we've got 2-3 days in our trading room leading up next week. You'll find a video on some connections, some links if you wish to sign up for that. What else have we got here? Let me have a quick look. S&Ps. Well, S&Ps, again, the equity markets all over are falling down a little bit here. This is no exception either. So S&Ps just really, maybe this may build up a bit more speed. It's running out the bottom of the sort of channel I drew on there earlier in the week on Monday. Popped the channel on there, but it's running out the bottom of that. It's just running away a little bit more of itself. Again, decent retracements may offer opportunities to sell into, but we'll just have to be patient for a decent retracement at the moment. The whole of these markets, and I'm looking at them, I'm just scratching my head, thinking, well, we're going to find something in a moment. As I say, may find them on some of the cross pairs. We'll watch through for that. Okay, oil's just lost even more. There's discussions that well, they don't meet until the 17th of November, but the OPEC Plus group will extend the time of reduced production, but even that hasn't helped oil at the moment, and even oil's pushing off. So that's that for now. Okay, I will wish you a great day. Catch you tomorrow.